Hi, Yulia. Welcome to ETimes and congratulations for this wonderful song, which is like totally winning hearts on the internet. So, if you could just start off with how did Seeti Maar happen actually?
Hello, first of all, and thank you very much for your time. It started, I think it was fate because I went to the studio. I went to Sajjad Wajid's studio, Talim studio, because I go there very often to practice for certain songs, and they have been a great help to me because they used to call me at the studio to, just for practice, to get used to the mic, to learn different songs. So they used to do this all the time, like, oh, okay, you came to the studio, then go into the recording room, get these lyrics and just try to record it. Sometimes even without knowing the song. So that was a good practice for me. And the same happened with Seeti Maar. I went there, and actually that day he told me that I have to record another song. And I went to the studio, to the mic, and then he gave me this lyrics from Seeti Maar, and he played the song for me, and he gave me a little bit of time, to get used to the tune, and because you have to be familiar with the tune. So he said, we're just trying, we're just trying to see how it sounds, and if this kind of a song suits you. So then I started recording, thinking that it's just, a test, a casual test. So then later on, I was surprised to hear that actually he sent my voice, my recording to a big composer who has been all the time awarded, and I think it's a great honor for me to sing for him, Devi Sri Prasad, sir. And yeah, that was it. They apparently they liked the voice on the song, and they kept it. So I was like very happy to hear that. But I was really surprised. And later on, I remember. Sajid called me at the studio and said, "Can you please uh, redub these lines, because there were like two words which were not pronounced perfectly in Hindi, because I'm still working on my Hindi pronunciation, because I wanted to be as good, as perfect as it can be, so that people can enjoy the music, and which I see it happening, and I'm really really grateful for that. And thank you for the way you receive the song, and you show so much of love, and everyone is like reacting very nicely to the song, and I'm very happy to that.
Like you all, like the pronunciations are so apt and they're like so perfect, like in sync with Disha. It's really suiting her as well. So, like my next question is, how are you working on those skills, like getting those Hindi words right and
Sometimes it's quite complicated. Now I got used to it. So I remember from the first song that I recorded till now, it's a big difference, because I got used to the words, to the pronunciation. I got used to, like talking. I speak in Hindi mostly with people around me that I know they will not judge. Otherwise, I don't have courage much to speak, unless it's a movie, right? Or unless it's a song that I have to sing. But sometimes, honestly, I get stuck in one word, because you have to get right exactly the nuance, the pronunciation. So there it has to be proper, it has to be perfect, so you can't like say, I don't know, it's like it has to be perfect. So sometimes, as I said, I get stuck in one word, and I'm like going in a circle like that. But yeah, I repeat, I rehearse, I put much more effort till I get it right, because I want people to get the best. And the fact that a music composer give me the opportunity, the chance to record a song, then I'll have to give my best. So yeah.
obviously you're being showered with love for this Seeti Maar, but can you share the best compliment you've received till now, which like really touched you?
I think the best compliment is, no, this was not sound. This was not sang by a foreigner. So when I hear that, that's the best reward for me, because my work have been, um, had a good result. That means the exercises that I'm doing and the practice that I'm doing is paid off. So yeah, I think that's the best compliment. And most of the time people are telling me about my voice that it's a very kind of a different voice. And yeah, usually they are telling me that it's like a heroine voice. And I don't know, I think I can play a little bit. And the range is quite big lately. So yeah, actually I have many songs that I've recorded and they are not yet out. As I said, with Sajid Vajid all the time I used to, record songs. And God rest his soul. He's there, and I think like he'll always be here with us. Vajid, he was a good support, and I've learned so much from him and from Sajid as well. And I'm so grateful that I had the chance, to work with both of them and with Vajid as well. And yeah, it has been a blessing for me to be around them.
Also, now that you've revealed that you like recorded a lot of songs, so was singing always on your bucket list?
What? What?
Was singing always on your bucket list? Like you always wanted to sing, or
I've always loved singing. Who doesn't? You know, like everyone will sing, even if they sing in the shower, they will enjoy singing because singing gives you such a good mood, elevates you, heals you. It's it's amazing. I think that's the best thing that the humankind have created, music, dance, art, because that saves us so many times. So I love singing since I was a kid. And I used to sing in the house. I used to dance in the house. I used to present. Like whatever I'm doing today and whatever I've done in my whole life, I've done it as a kid. These were my like playing games. And, as a kid, I used to play as a presenter. I used to play as a singer, as a dancer. So yeah, in time, thank God, I'm so blessed that God has created a path for me, unexpected, because now I'm singing in India, in a country that I never thought that I will spend so much of time. Of course, I always wanted to visit India. It was on my list, and it had so much of. I was very fascinated, and I always wanted to visit India. But then I never imagined that I will ever spend time in India, live in India, blend with the Indian people, and feel like I'm Indian. Already. Like I talk sometimes. Yeah, there was a foreigner, I talk about something else referring as a foreigner. I feel sometimes like I'm so much Indian, definitely I'm Indian at heart. So yeah, for me, coming back to the question, to the answer, singing has always been one of my hobbies, but I've never done it like professionally, because my whole life I've done TV hosting and news anchoring. So I was too busy, too involved in my work every single day to do this. I was doing it just as a hobby, as a, just playing like that for my pleasure.
nice. So like you're receiving all the praise and all, but who is the biggest critic of yours at home? Who is that one who tells you, no, you could have done better?
Myself, the mirror. The mirror is the biggest critic. Yeah, sometimes my friends are telling me, come on, you're too harsh, with yourself. But I want to obtain the best version of myself. So I know if you work hard and if you put interest, then you'll get that result. And I don't think I should compromise, especially with something that I love doing, because practicing singing for me is a pleasure every single day when I'm doing my rehearsals, my practice. I enjoy it so much. And no matter how low I am, if I'm in a bad state, if I'm sick, I'm ill, or I'm like, just the mood is not right, if I start singing, if I start my singing practice, then everything changes, the whole day changes. So in a way, I'm so grateful that I got this gift, for me, and this tool to access it immediately, instantly, to change my mood and to give me a good vibe. So, yeah.
How do you say like Salman's support helps you? Like what sort of support does he push to you?
Work hard. Salman is actually the one who has encouraged me to sing. He has believed in me, and he has seen something that I haven't seen. And when he believes in someone, he gives the credit to that person, and he encourages that person. And he always says, like, you have to give your best, you have to work hard, and you'll see, like, you'll obtain much more than you imagine. And that's so true. I mean, look at him. He has a career, like, a wonderful career, and more than 30 years in an industry, and that's a big thing. There are only few people in this world who can maintain the same standard for so long. That's the most difficult thing, because many people can reach the top, but to be there, to maintain the top, to be in the top, that's very difficult. So he has done it so wonderful in all these years, and with so many like challenges, but he has done it so well. So it's a lot to learn from him, from his own journey. If you look at it, it's a lot.
Also, you've known him so closely. Like, how would you describe him as a person? Like, you just said that he's encouraged you so much, but how is he like as a person?
Being human describes him so well. I feel he's kind, he's inspiring, he's hardworking. I haven't seen anyone working harder than he does. um, he has no breaks, he has no holidays. For him, life is work, and he enjoys work so much. Actually, he says so many times, find that kind of a job that makes you feel like you're on a holiday all the time, because he really loves what he does. And more than anything, he does it so um, selflessly. It's like, he doesn't he cares more about other people, and he's a giver for sure. So he will do whatever he does. He will think to improve someone's life, to make it better. And I think that's a great quality, and that's why people, probably that's why people loved him so much. And probably that's why God have chosen him to be in that position, because he can help so many other people around. So being human defines him the best.
Also, have you got a chance to watch Radhe at all?
Mm, a bit. A bit, yeah.
So, how would you review it?
Super. It's super. You have to watch it for sure.
Keeping
Great
yourself,
action, a good story, and performance. Everything is good. You have to
also,
watch.
how are you keeping yourself occupied these days? Lockdown and stuff being over here.
Oh God. Actually, I'm keeping myself super busy. And the whole lockdown since last year, I started many online classes, because I thought that's the best time, to learn, to improve myself as a singer, as an actor, as a human being as well. So I dedicated every single day of the lockdown since it started last year in March. I've done online classes, acting classes, New York Film Academy, and then I've done Lee Strasberg, and then some other methods. I wanted to experience more and more, because I feel acting in the end is about discovering yourself, and working on yourself. So that I've done, and of course I've done my singing practice every single day. I have my trainers as well that I do with the classes, and I do it myself, because I need from time to time. I mean, at least twice or four times a week I will do with a trainer, so that I can raise the bar, increase everything, the work that I'm doing. And otherwise, every single day I'm practicing myself, whatever they taught me. So that's the thing. And of course, keeping myself as healthy or fit I can, because that's very important, especially now. The immunity has to be very strong, and here we have to be very strong, because this is such a challenging time. And I feel so I feel so sad for what happens right now in India. Unfortunately, this took us. I mean, it's shocking what's happening, and I receive messages from all over the world. Friends are asking me, "Oh, everything is okay? What's going on there?" People are all over the world. They are worried. what's happening in India right now, and it's really, really sad. And I really pray and hope that this will go away fast and will not lose more lives. And I really want, to send a message for everyone who's there to help as much as they can, even though like they might not be able to help, like I don't know, financially, but they can, be their support for someone, or they can, first of all, the most important thing, just stay in the house. Don't expose yourself, don't expose others to bigger risk. Wear your mask if you come out, and keep your immunity very strong. And now, because we'll start the vaccination even for younger people, then everyone, I think, at one point will have to do this, and to keep ourselves, as healthy as possible and away of this coronavirus. Because I think if we stay united, if we have the faith and we stay united, we're gonna, get rid of this corona in the end. So guys, God bless you all, and I hope everything will end soon, will get better, and we'll be back to our lives, probably in a different way. And yeah, I think 2020, I thought so many times that 2020, everyone had big expectations from this year. I had, my friends had, everyone somehow had such a big expectations. Um, and it was such an unexpected change in our life.
You mentioned that you took a few acting classes during this time. So, if you could shed some light on your acting aspirations, how are those things working out?
Even with the acting, in Romania, I've done a little bit of acting, in the sense that I was acting in a music play on the stage in theater, and that was an amazing experience for me, because it involved acting, dancing, and singing, most of it. So everything was so well combined. And it was a big director in Romania, and I worked with very good actors as well, big actors there. So for me, that experience was a good lesson, and it was a very I was very grateful for that, because at that point of time, being a news anchor and a TV host, you don't get that chance to act, especially in a musical. So, but I just went for because I thought that I want to do this. It was on my list that I want to do that. Most of us, we have to-do list in our lives. So I felt I want to experience that. I want to be on the stage, and that exchange of energy with audience, that you can't beat it. That's the most amazing thing that can happen. It's so beautiful and elevates you, and it's amazing. So I wanted to do that, and I've experienced it, and I'm so grateful for it. And every time when I feel a project suits me, and you have to feel it in your heart that is for you. So I've received many offers, even here in Bollywood, especially at the beginning, because people thought that I want to act. It was not in my in my mind, Actually, nothing was in my mind the moment I reached India. I just thought that, you know, I will. I will just enjoy India for some time, and then I will go back to my work, because I was working in Romania as I said, as a news anchor, as a TV host. I used to host Dancing with the Stars and another show called The Farm, which is somehow like Big Boss, but the celebrities are living in a farmhouse. So that was a very good experience for me, and I was enjoying doing that. That was my job. My whole life I've done that. So all these together, I feel like everything helps. My experience in front of the camera, being a TV host, helped. The fact that I was a news anchor, again, you have to read the news super super fast. You have to have dynamic rhythm, all that. It helped me in music, actually. I remember one day I went to the studio Aditya Dev. I went to his studio because I was supposed to record a song, and there was another composer, Segal, and he asked me, "Oh, so good that you are here at the studio. Can you please?" Because he had the session before me, so he said, "I have to record a song, and I need a female voice. It's a rap. Can you please help me with that?" And I was like, "Are you serious? I mean, I've never tried rap in my whole life. I don't know how to rap, He said, "Just try, just try. If it doesn't sound good, I'm gonna keep it. But I just wanna, just try it, give it a shot." I said, "Okay." And I just tried, like the same how it happened with Seeti Maar. I tried that, and he kept my voice, and then that song became a song from Race. There is a part of a rap. So that was my voice there, with Pyle's voice, of course, which is amazing. So yeah, things are happening, and I believe in destiny. I believe that everyone goes to reaches that path which is destined to reach, to walk on. So yeah, singing was destiny for me, I think.
Just to conclude, you speak so passionately about being in front of the camera. So, what sort of movie do you really like? A Bollywood film would be on your bucket list.
I didn't think about it. Uh, I don't know. But I think the most important thing is to work with talented people, with creative people, to work in those projects where you can discover yourself more, and those projects which will challenge you. Because you don't want to do the same thing on and on. You'll want to discover more about yourself and about human race as well, right?
Any actors you would want to mention or anything? Like you've
About
seen a lot of Bollywood already. Any actors you would want to mention? You want to work with?
There are many of them, and they are so talented, and I can't even think about it. Like, I didn't like imagine myself that I will be in a certain movie, or because I told you everything just came by by fate to me, and I didn't have a target of doing that movie or doing acting or doing singing. But yeah, there is one person that I really like, and I used to watch him when I was a kid. I was like 6 years old. At that time, we used to have in the theaters Hindi movies and Chinese movies. So I remember at that time I used to love, and I still love him, Kabir Bedi. He used to be Sandokan,
Yeah.
and the whole country knows him as Sandokan, and they love him. So yeah. And actually, I had the honor to meet him, and I got his book recently, and I was very very happy to meet him. And yeah, I think that will be lovely to just because the childhood memories are there, and there's like emotionally attached somehow. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time and all the best for another song which is coming up from the movie. So
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.